And I got to say, one last thing before we get into the news. We had some developments over the weekend about our former friend of the show, Paul Nehlen. We used to be a big supporter of him. Had him on the show twice. First time I invited him. Second time he invited himself. And we had him on the show, and I really liked him because he was an America First guy. I campaigned for him. I really did believe in him. But then he went off the rails. Then he went on David Duke. Now he's going on Cantwell. He's reading Siege. He's stealing his campaign contributions. It came out over the weekend as if it wasn't enough that he got himself kicked off Twitter. His spokesman is a homosexual, degenerate, globalist, and a liar. They're going to make stuff up about how I got Nehlen kicked out of Ameren. It's bad enough, all this other stuff. But then it comes out over the weekend. If you look at his FEC filings, if you look at where the campaign money has been going in his campaign, he's been paying his wife thousands of dollars a month for campaign work, for consulting. Oh, really? Give me a break. And my friend Bryden was going through the filings as well. He did it on his podcast. They do something called, I think it's called receipt bulking, where you go through his receipts. And he had something like receipts for 16 different restaurants in one day, all kinds of flights, all kinds of different hotels. I mean, the guy's a fraudster. And we disavowed him on a Periscope once. It was a minor thing. But now Nick the Knife has to, we have to have a little bit more of a serious disavowal to show you that I am serious about this, because Paul Nehlen, he's dead weight. He's dragging us all down. He's a dummy. He's low IQ. He can't handle the things he's learned. And now he's going to dox my friend Ricky Vaughn. He's going to make us all pay for it, make us all look like a bunch of assholes. And I had him on the show. I showed the sign. And now Nick the Knife says, Paul Nehlen is out of the movement. He's gone. We are done with Paul Nehlen, and the age of Paul Nehlen is over. I don't know. Can we cut it in half? Let's see if we can cut it in half. He really got our hopes up. We had him on the show. I said a lot of nice things. And, and the rest is history. We know what happened next. And so there you have it. We officially, is that clear enough? Is that explicit enough? We disavow Paul Nehlen, and not for anything that he said, because he's an idiot, because he's a stupid guy, and he took stuff which is totally reasonable and totally legitimate, and he made it disreputable. He humiliated himself. He made himself a liability to everybody who supported him, Steve Bannon, Ann Coulter, Donald Trump himself, and me. And so we say goodbye. We're done with Paul Nehlen. We have washed our hands of the situation. I can't wait for the blowback from the Nehlen AVIs and all the others. I can't wait for the bants on Gab. I really can't. But that's what happens. That's what happens. So with that out of the way, now we raise the banner. Now we raise the real banner of the man who started it all from the beginning. End to the age of Nehlen, and we are back to the age of the God Emperor himself. So here we are. We're on the White Pill stream. We're feeling good. And with that out of the way, with our with our disavowal out of the way, we are comfy. We are... Do I look good? We're satisfied. We are here in Vindication Nation, Knife Nation. Get your knives out. Raise your knives. We are declaring war. The America First Coalition is here. We're smart. We're vindicated. We're not going anywhere. So there it is. There's your denouncement.